Hi there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is your general angel reading for the week of January 17th through 23rd of 2022. So, how's things going for you? Let's just see. I'm just feeling into this to see, is there any pre-message? There sometimes is, sometimes not. So, nothing much coming through. We're just going to keep going with the cards here and keep, getting out the new cards for the new message. There's always lots of messages, but sometimes they just want us to wait for the cards to come out. Okay. All right. So here we go. Okay. This is you. Holy cow. Is this ever you? Your inner child. Who's your inner child? What does he or she look like or feel like? What experiences is that inner child experiencing right now? Things that are forming yourself. So it's things that are happening now, but it's also things that did happen when you were young. And so those things they've created your personality a certain amount. They've certainly created things that are triggers within you. They've shaped you and determined your current behavior. Some of those things happened when you were, so young that you didn't even know what it was. You didn't, it's maybe the adults in your life always had one thing that they said, kind of, or the way that they acted around children, or, things like that, that created some of these beliefs within you. Your inner child was not good. Children in general are really good at feeling the nuances, but they don't interpret them well, right? So they know what was going on, but they don't know why, or that it had nothing to do with them. And so there's a lot that's built up inside of you that is, it's coming to an end. It's like it was useful for a long time, but it's getting to the point now where a lot of that is just not useful to you. It's not helpful at all. And so your inner child is trying to find the nurturing maybe that you didn't receive as a child, or trying to make a new habit. Yeah, trying to make new habit, and it's more than one new habits, and it's a struggle just because of those old belief systems. But so you can release those, and it's a deliberate thing. So if there's so many different ways, and like they're kind of saying, don't really give any specific instructions as to how to do that. I know in the past they've given that, but right now they're saying, no, don't do that. So okay, so it feels like it's up to you to discover your own best way to get rid of the old ways. Okay, and nurture yourself in the meantime. All right, so the whole energy of this just feels kind of subdued a little bit, just quiet, a little lacking in vitality, like maybe you're feeling a little just tired, right? That's just kind of how it's all felt so far. But we'll see, maybe that's going to change as the reading for the week goes on. Okay, and here you have fertility. So for some of you, this is actually, getting pregnant, having babies, right? Or grandbabies, nieces, nephews, whatever the case may be. For some of you, so for those of you who that is, congratulations, it's amazing. For some of you, this is a fertility of ideas and ways forward and things to do, creatively to things to do, So have a lot of fun with that. It feels like, again, still not this huge, bounding, excited energy. There's none of that. It's just kind of a quiet, cool, like, it feels good. It feels good, but it's not big, passionate stuff, right? It feels really nice. Okay. And you have this infinite supply of everything. And so whatever ideas you have, whatever your inspiration is, your fertility, whatever's going on in your life, you're always looked after. You always have all the resources that you need. When you think back to the times when you were feeling kind of in lack, things always came through for you, didn't they? Yeah, like, it was maybe a bit of a struggle for a while and things like that, but you never starved. You never starved. You always had what you needed. And that continues to be true. And that will be true for the whole rest of your life. Okay. All right. So some of you are sitting there going, but what about homeless people? What about, some of them must be Virgos, right? Yeah, they've made choices. And so some of those choices were made before they came here in physical form. And that was one of the things that they wanted to experience in this lifetime. And so they did also truly have everything they needed. I know our human brain doesn't embrace that all that well, but there are things that we determined, our souls, determined that we wanted to experience before we came here. And those things are playing out. Now, a certain amount you can change them. I mean, there was never a plan for every minute of every day, right? But kind of some big major events, and then we can shift around what happens in between those events. But so everything that we need to accomplish those events, those experiences, we have that. Okay, all right. So it feels like you need a vacation. Take some time off. Go do something different. Whether it's an actual vacation as we traditionally used to think of them or not is kind of beside the point, right? You don't have to get on a plane and fly somewhere or drive for days or take a train or whatever the case may be. You can take a vacation in your own backyard. You can have somebody come and look after the children while you go to the hotel for the weekend. It only could be 10 miles away. Doesn't matter. It's a change from your usual routine. It's a break in thinking about the responsibility. So take a vacation. You need that. It's a break. Okay. So here's a new location coming for you. So for some of you, this is a house, your home, right? For some of you, it's workspace. For some of you, it's there's something else. There's something new, changeable. I can't quite grasp or see what that is, but it's transitory. It's like you're going to be picking up this thing and moving it here, there, and everywhere, like in turns. I don't know what that is. I hope that you know. So I'd appreciate some feedback on that, because it's just like, it is clear. It's just a funny message, So it's like new location over and over again. It almost feels like trade shows. Do you know what I mean? So you bring all your stuff, you set it all up, you do the trade show, you pack it up, and you go to the next one next weekend. That's what it feels like. Okay. All right. So there's something that you have it kind of set out in your mind as to how you want to accomplish this, or how you want this to go. And it feels like there's somebody else whose opinion is different, or who's pictured it different. this is for you to decide. It's not for the other person. It's not their choice. And so you hold firm to your chosen way. This could be just about any topic. There's somebody who wants things to be done a different way, but you need to stand firm. You need to be confident in your knowledge of what's the best choice for you. And so don't back down, stand firm, stay the course. It, it won't be all that easy, but it also won't be life-threatening or anything like that. It's okay. You are needed to keep your boundaries very firm. Okay? All right. So here we have daily guidance cards, and we'll get one last bit of wisdom here. Yeah, see only love. Even in these situations where there's somebody who's disagreeing with you, somebody who's trying to override you, just send compassion and love and understanding and, spread that all over them. Don't worry about being bent out of shape. Don't worry about being hurt. Just don't have any of that kind of stuff. Just turn and go, oh, okay, I'm sorry that you're experiencing this in your life. And I just will love you anyway. You don't even have to know them. You can still love them. You don't have to love their behavior, but you can still love them. Okay. All right. Virgo, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you very much. And I love you. And I'll see you next week.